What's up, YouTube? Y'all know who it is, man. Rex, man. We got another reaction video. Y'all see the title, How Cars Keep You Poor. And on this channel, y'all know we really just mainly talking about financial literacy because I want the younger generation, the older generation, whoever is an adult, ladies and gentlemen, becoming an adult, to come across these videos and just pay attention and apply this into your everyday life. I wish I would apply a lot of this knowledge, ladies and gentlemen, straight up. But let's get into the video, and I'm finna give y'all what y'all kind of see.
Have you noticed amongst people that are struggling financially? Like what are they doing with their money? Why is it not going in their favor?
Everyone's good with getting a 5, 6, 7 year car loan at 25% and thinks that that doesn't mean anything. So that's crazy. I mean, what? The average new car payment, what was it? I think it's recently come out to like $800 a month.
That's just the car payment, ladies and gentlemen. That's not even insurance. That's not maintenance. That's, you know, food or whatever you like to do on the weekends. Like, this is insane, ladies and gentlemen. And people are just locked in to paying these prices to ride around in the 2026.
Yeah.
It's insane. If 50% of the people in the United States, 50% who have a job make $30,000 or less on a yearly basis, $800 a month as the new average car payment, that's insanity.
Now, what's interesting is that when you look into auto loans, they're not regulated the same way that student loans are or with mortgages or even credit cards for that matter. A credit card reviews your income in such a way where they're not going to give you too much of a limit because that's an unsecured debt. They're not going to collect on that if you don't pay that debt. They're going to discharge it. But auto
2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. My bad, ladies and gentlemen.
loans, for the most part, are very unregulated. It's a very much gray market that they could sell these off privately without there being a rule out there that says, oh, we can't qualify you for this. Most auto loan places are able to give you the loan that you want by just extending out the term, even if the interest rate's 20-25%.
Yeah,
it's scary.
It's scary. I'll also say there are, on the show, I try not to talk about a lot of societal things because it's like, okay, that's another show. We can cover what should not, blah, blah, blah. And also just vote however you want to vote. That's whatever. We don't get into that. My job is to say, okay, this is where we live right now, and this is the best way to navigate it. Because it's irresponsible for me on the side of the table to say something different. One thing I will say societal that I like to rant about, and I'll rant about for a second, our car infrastructure. If it's the societal tax that we have in the United States that everyone has to have a car to survive. It's so fucked. It's so stupid unless you live in New York City, San Francisco, or Chicago where they have actually decent public transportation. You essentially have to get a job in order to work, in order to afford the car.
Let me pause and play on that. I'm going to tell you the truth, ladies and gentlemen. For the ones who, he just spoke about public transportation in these big cities. I'm going to tell you, if y'all don't know, I'm going to tell you right here, right now. Most people get a car, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, because they don't want to deal with the foolishness that comes with you being on the bus. You're around a lot of fiends. You're just around a whole lot of negative energy, a lot of broke energy, in my opinion. I get what people saying. Of course, you need a car to survive. I'm 50-50 because I survived without a car, with a car, but I've survived longer without a car. So I'm more comfortable without a car, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in my opinion, just the bus system isn't as green and reliable like people make it seem. Like, yes, it gets you to and from work, but some of the things you have to deal with, that's why, in my opinion, I feel like people lean towards, let me just get a car payment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not real talk. It's not worth it. I'm in the East Coast in North Carolina, and the bus system is trash. So I can only imagine Chicago, New York, Houston, even Raleigh, North Carolina bus system is trash because too many people and it's overcrowded. You know what I'm saying? They will literally leave passengers at the bus stop because too many people, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen it with my own two eyes.
that you're getting to actually work. It sucks, man. It sucks. That infuriates me.
Well, that's why I like Dave Ramsey's approach that the car you could afford is the one that you could buy outright in cash, or the car that you
I agree. And I listen to Dave Ramsey a lot, a hell of a lot. So if y'all don't know who Dave Ramsey is, go do your research.
could pay off relatively quickly. I think people are sleeping on these sub $10,000 cars. You go on Craigslist or Auto Trader, so many great cars out there. $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. A Toyota Corolla with 100,000 miles on it. It's good for another 100,000 miles easily. Very reliable car.
People are also
It's a
just
great
bad
car.
at purchasing though, so people will get that $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 car, and they won't get it, checked out by a mechanic to make sure that it's going to be safe for them and it's going to be reliable for at least a few years to come. And then it just breaks down, and it gives cars within that price category a really bad name, which is very fair.
I would venture to say that more people in that category just want a newer car.
And pause on the play, ladies and gentlemen. I agree. Like, if you can find a cash car for $10,000, $5,000, $6,000, a lot of people bamboozled because they're getting sold a lemon, ladies and gentlemen. Even me, I was sold a lemon. That was my last vehicle was 2023, summer of 2023, ladies and gentlemen. I was sold a lemon, and that lemon costed me $4,500. So I think it's not the fact that a lot of people don't want to buy a car; they just don't want to be scammed. You buy a car one day and it's not even running through the rest of the summer. You see what I'm saying?
Would feel much better about, no, I want the car that's 2 years old. Even if I have to pay more, I'd be happier in that car than this old piece of junk over here. I don't want to be seen in that. I think there's also a lot of pressure to be seen in a nice looking car. And that's almost a reflection of who you are as a person.
Yeah.
If you see someone pull up in an old car, are people going to judge you for that? Are they going to think that maybe because you're driving an old car here?
They do. People judge you off your shoes, your shirt, your suit, your shoe strap. They judge you off the crust in your eye. Whether people want to believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we judge people off things that we say we don't judge people off of. And a car is one of them. Shout out to Triple G. He said this. I'm just give y'all a quick example right here. If y'all don't know who Triple G is, go do your research. Gang God go. I say all that to say this. He said if you was at a stoplight and it's a busted Honda and they're pointing the window down trying to get you to put your window down, you're probably going to act like you're not paying attention. But if someone's successful riding next to you in a Lamborghini, a Aventador, or a Rolls Royce Cullinan, and they're pointing to tell you to put your window down, you're most likely and inclined to put your window down on the most successful person, in my opinion. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. People judge you off your car. Like, yo, in my opinion, a car is like your shoes. Is it right for you to be trying to clown somebody because their shoes not right? No. But I feel like smart people, they know what they're doing. They can have the luxury cars and all that, but you gotta crawl before you walk, ladies and gentlemen. And I even have to learn this myself.
Maybe you're not as good as what you do. If you're good at what you do, you should be driving a newer car because you could afford it. So there's all these image things that I think play into that as well.
I have to say, I am blessed to have the mindset that with the income that I currently have, that you all have blessed me with, completely thanks to you, thank you, I don't give a shit about cars. So I probably will never spend money on a car that is way too expensive. I have my 2019 Jeep Cherokee that has good sound system, and that's all I care about.
That's good.
Very lucky.
Do you find that the people that end up over purchasing on their vehicle, they regret it, or are they still happy about it and they think that the source of all of their financial problems comes from something else?
Well, it definitely comes down to how they're prioritizing their money in general, like the big picture in terms of where their money is going. But then, yes, those little decisions that can be big decisions, like the car.
Pause on the play, ladies and gentlemen. My bad. A lot of people don't know where their money going. I'm gonna just say it. A lot of people don't know where their money going.
Car is definitely a big thing. A lot of people are regretting it more than they were at the beginning of the show because car values, they were great when I was first starting used car values. And though it's still not the pre-pandemic levels, not even close, and it probably never will be, it has come down a little. And a lot of people who've come in with these expensive used cars now find that they're underwater by thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So selling it is not always an option anymore and making up that difference with a potential personal loan or something. But it's getting harder and harder for the expensive car loans that we have on the show to come up with a good solution other than it's just time to sacrifice for years.
I mean, what do you think that someone should do if they're looking for a car or they think their car might be?
They asking great questions, but they already know the answer. I'm gonna give y'all the answer because it's a reaction video, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. Get you a cash car and do what the man said. Either know what you talking about when you want to go purchase a vehicle off Craigslist, off OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. Know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, get somebody with more experience to go with you to check out the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, real deal, ladies and gentlemen, like, get you a cash car. There's no point in having a car note. He just told you the average car note, ladies and gentlemen, is $800 a month. Just to be riding around. When you could be saving, when you could be spending $300, $400 a month on your own cash car. $200 for your insurance. The other $200 just in case for some repairs. And that's it. Well, comment down below what y'all think, ladies and gentlemen.
Too expensive for their needs.
If it's too expensive for their needs, I think it just comes to the overall maturity around the purchase of it. But when it comes to the average person looking for a car, as long as we're budgeting out, we have an emergency. So the question is then, okay, why do they need a new car? Did their car break down? If the car broke down, they should have a 6-month emergency fund. We can at least get a temporary measure while we then build that up and then pay for another car. Now, does someone need another car because they just want another car? Okay, fine. Then we're putting in our wants category a certain percentage aside on a monthly basis that is going towards saving up a cash pile to get the car that we want. Again, I think some people can finesse low interest car loans. I do not think that is the average person. You did with your Tesla. Lovely. And I think that's good. I might, if my Jeep ever breaks down and I can get a good rate, but I think for the average person, just like cards, that a cash option's better for them.
And aside from cars,
I called it. Y'all literally just hear me called it, right? And y'all be wondering why he keep pausing the video. Because I'm, in a sense, I might not have the grammar fellow men up here that we're watching, but my mind says right there with me.
what other trends are you finding or patterns amongst the people that are financially struggling?
Yeah, spending 40% on eating out.
Eating out.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like fast
That's a
food
big
or is it
count.
like fancy
And trust me, I
restaurants?
like my nugs. Everyone knows I like my nugs. But like when people are in really bad debt, but they're only paying their minimum monthly payments and they have zero in retirement and only their minimum monthly payments is accounting for 5% of their overall spending, but 50% of their spending is going to eating out, we got some priorities that need to be straightened out.
Why do you think people aren't cooking at home? Why do you think they're so prone to eating out all the time?
Well, ease of access. I mean, luckily it fits in my budget now, and I definitely eat out a good amount. And what it fits in my budget, a lot of the reasons why I can speak to my own reasons for eating out, I got addictive tendencies towards it. So when it comes to the fatty, the salty, the sweet, and stuff like that, that's honestly my addiction. If I
You
have
gotta
addiction,
crush that. Just get rid of that.
I know, but it also.
Delete the whole app, ladies and gentlemen. Delete the Uber Eats, the DoorDash. Just delete the whole app, ladies and gentlemen. Even when you just go through your orders and you just look at a lot of us, ladies, let's just be real. A lot of us have what 50, 60, probably 100, 200 orders of just food. And what is food used for? Food is nothing but energy, ladies and gentlemen. Temporary. And then you gotta eat again for more energy. So in a sense, we just wasted every order we just got online on DoorDash or Uber Eats. Wasted the fucking money. Let's just be real. Wasted it. Went in one way and came out another. And we could have just cooked
Salty sweet one is like the brain hack. I think your brain just craves that
Oh, it
naturally,
does.
and so
And I've been
anything's
giving it. So whenever I take it
do that.
away, it's really, really difficult for me. Now, I was able to do that when it came to getting out of debt and saving up for a house. I was able to do that from a financial standpoint. But when I think about my health, for some reason, I am not as motivated. And I need to be.
I feel like so many reasons why people don't take action, especially like with regards to their finances or with regards to like eating, which is because the consequence of the action that they take up front is way too detached and delayed from the action they take.
Oh, sure.
So for example, when you're eating fast food, it's like you feel great immediately, but then the consequence of eating that fast food, such as gaining a little bit of weight or maybe feeling lethargic, it's like days down the road maybe, and you can't necessarily see like a one-to-one, this is my action, this is the consequence from that action. And the same thing goes for finance. It's like, you can save a little bit of money here, but it doesn't matter if you spend it because it's just a few bucks, or you can put it on
Yes,
credit. But then it
yes.
Facts. Got to build them habits up, ladies and gentlemen. Good habits. Replace the bad habits with the good habits. More than that, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, skills. I've been talking to you about it. It's about increasing them skills. Get more skills, you get more pay. Skills pay the bills, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that.
delays the consequence of it, rather than like when you're a kid and you say a swear word and your dad comes up to you and spanks you right away. You're like, okay, now I know. I say a swear word, I get spanked. Not going to do that. But with food and with finances, the consequences are just so far out in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. And it's also just daunting.
Exactly. What you spend a day matters about your future self. Whether we want to believe it or not. Your pockets right now going off what you did last year. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna let you know if you've been working or not. If you've really been, progressing and trying. That's gonna let you know right there. But what you got right now is not just off right now. It's off your past actions.
To tackle at the offset unless you're in it already. So losing weight, starting the diet, or tackling a big amount of debt, you're already in this train of just doing what you're already doing, and there's this big problem. It's a daunting thing to overcome and start, but once you start, it's actually much easier, and then you start seeing the progress you make, and it motivates you to go even further.
It's so similar between finance and health, though, and I feel like because you're on such the finance path, that eating healthy and going to the gym should be so easy for you, because it's the same thing. The same qualities that lead you to saving money are the exact same to eating healthy and going to the gym.
It actually might be easy for me. It's just, I think it's the daunting start.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all comment down below what y'all think about this vid. But yeah, I'm gonna just wrap it up. And I'm gonna really just tell y'all, man, get a cash car, bro. Get a cash car. Build good habits. You feel me? Y'all see what he said, man. This is is showing this, like, bro, 850. Well, no, I said 850. $800 a month, ladies and gentlemen, for a car. You know what I'm saying? Get you a Honda, get you a Toyota, get you something you can afford. If you don't want to be walking, you don't gotta, because the future you, again, is gonna be sacrificing off the move that you make. Straight up. I done seen folks have 10, 20 bands blow all their bread on a car. Cause once you sign that car note, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta pay that. That's like rent. So once you sign your name on that thing and you gotta pay that $750, $800 for the next 54 months, 64 months, you're cooked. That's like rent. So to get out of that and not even get into that race, I wouldn't even play. And how am I not gonna play? It's either gonna be I'm gonna walk, catch the bus until I can save up, then get a cash car. That's what it is. Get a cash car. Get one cash car, bam. Then make sure you got another cash car just in case things go wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Like real talk, just in case. Just in case your main car go out. You got your go to work vehicle, but you need to make sure you stay rolling. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, when you lose your car, you're not as motivated no more. You feel me? A lot of stuff happens when you just lose your whip, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, y'all comment down below what y'all think about this video. Y'all let me know if y'all want reactions on the money topic. Y'all know I'm gonna keep this pushing, keep this going. Appreciate y'all time, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button if you got some value from this video, and comment down below your thoughts. Gone.